Hello, hello. I'm starting a little early. Just see if we get anybody gathering here. Um, Sometimes it's good. The people know that the stream is going. But anyway, we got 6 minutes till it really begins. So I'll start off with some preliminary, but I'm not going to get into the main stuff right away. That wouldn't be fair. It's weird when you see this thing, it's like backwards. The screen is backwards. So anyway, as we deal with this rejection issue today, what we're going to do is we're going to use the chakra system as a kind of template. And we're not using the whole chakra system. We're just using the first two. And I will go over that a little later. But the chakras start at the base of the spine with the root chakra. That is grounding, that is the earth chakra. And it's also about physicality, it's about manifestation on this physical plane. So it's also you, it's like who you are. And so think of it as like the root chakra, the first chakra at the base of your spine. Sorry about the noise in the background. Can't really control for that, but hopefully my booming voice will make up for it. But anyway, um the the chakras basically, the uppermost is the seventh chakra, that is the crown chakra, and the lowermost is at the base of the spine. And so this up here, this is the least physical, and it densifies as it goes through the chakra system all the way to the base. And that would be the first chakra, the root chakra, which is about physicality, um, and it's about being grounded as this separate individual that you are on earth. And being grounded is something that a lot of us spiritual types do not really excel at that much, unfortunately. And so the problem with a lot of spirituality out there is that people are working on the mental level, maybe getting down to the emotional level, but a lot of times neglecting to really ground things. So we got two. Thanks for joining. As I know, whenever I make these live streams early in the morning, it's not even 8 o'clock yet. Most people are going to watch it on the replay. I get that. But I schedule it when I can schedule it. So thanks for you two that are with me right now for being here. And if you have any questions, please type them in. If you have any special requests, we're dealing with the issue of rejection today and healing rejection. And this is an issue that most people, not only do they need to deal with it, it's kind of a core fundamental issue for a huge proportion of people in the world. So we're coming up on 8 o'clock Pacific, where I will do my formal introduction. Uh, And so thanks for you, couple of people who got here a little early. I appreciate it. Um, but anybody who can really zonk me with some questions about rejection, um, challenge me, give me a problem that cannot be solved, please, and let me try. Let me do my best to reframe this whole issue for you. Um, Feel free to be as detailed as you want. So we're dealing here, it's 8 o'clock a.m., and we are dealing with the issue of rejection, repatterning it, healing it, changing our basic thoughts about what rejection is. Does it even exist? And like I was saying in the warm up, um, we're going to do the first and second chakras as it applies to the issue of rejection. The first chakra, which is the tailbone perineum, the undercarriage down there, um, is about grounding. It's about being in a physical body. And the way I like to think of it with the rejection issue is you are something. Okay. Can we agree that you are something? We can leave that something undetermined for now, but we can say you are something. Now, once we have come to the conclusion that yes, you are something, do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you choosing to reject it? And if so, why would you do that? Um, let's say the something you are is not the most popular set of characteristics by humanity. Let's say you have some negative characteristics. I know I do. And let's say they're not really negative. Okay. What I'm saying is they're not necessarily the most popular. They are things that could get you rejected. So let's say you are whatever. Um, like if you're in America and somebody says, "You're American," that's not going to feel like a big insult. But in some countries, that could feel like an insult. But let's say you are American. And let's say you go to a place where Americans are hated, and somebody's like, "You're American." Yeah, right. And I don't hate it. Now, to take a less loaded thing, you're a man, you're a woman, you are non-binary, whatever you are. Can you just be that without rejecting it? Or have you been trained to reject something that you truly are? The thing is, everybody has, well, not everybody, but most people have an issue with self acceptance, self love. And the point is that nobody can reject what you don't reject in the way that most people fear. What I'm saying is, like when I was a kid, if somebody was gay and they were called gay, it's not like they could just admit to it. There would be consequences. There would be gay bashing. There would be unfair things happening. Um, but now somebody says you're gay and the person's gay and says, yeah, okay, what? So to that degree, gay people have quit rejecting themselves to blend in with others and are standing up for their truth. So the thing is, if you're stupid and I call you stupid, I'm just being mean. And you could say, yeah, I happen to have a lower IQ. Does that mean you got to be an asshole about it? Um, and so what I'm talking about now is in the first chakra is our identity as an individualized physical being. And that first chakra essence of our being is something that we need to stand behind. Now, I do past life regression work. And so I see it as like you're just being that this one time, maybe. It could be something that you do over and over and over in multiple lifetimes, but it might be just something that you're doing right now. Whatever that thing might be. You might be a certain race. You might live on a certain planet. You might be a certain species. And in another lifetime, you could be something totally different. So while you are this thing that you are now, this unique creature that you are right now, imagine not rejecting it all, at all. Imagine refusing to reject yourself in any way. Refusing to reject your weirdness, your eccentricities. And so the key to this is that if somebody rejects you for something that you embrace and love about yourself, it's not going to be pleasant to be rejected. But if you're a proud Democrat or a proud Republican and somebody says you're a Democrat or you're a Republican, you're not going to take that as a big rejection because you're going to say, yes, I am. That's correct. Now, you might not like it, but that is what I am. And I'm not going, and if you want to reject me for that, fine. Because now I get to not hang out with people that would reject me for something that is important to me. So, when what happens is you're a little kid and you have your unique attributes. Maybe you're a little kid who lisps. Maybe you're a little kid who walks kind of funny. Maybe your voice, you get teased for various things. And ideally, and I think it's happening more and more now with younger kids, ideally, you would embrace your uniqueness and you would just look at anybody rejecting you for that uniqueness as being kind of weird and mean and not very nice, uncool, whatever. Um, so the first stage of not ready that happens when you are trying to avoid future rejection. The first thing is deep self love. Choosing to be your unique, weird self. That is the most important thing. Um, because again, if you choose to be what you are, then how can it really be rejected? Okay. The second level we're going to go into now, the second chakra. The second chakra is about relationship to other. So we just did the first chakra, that is kind of relationship to self. And now we're moving to the second chakra, which is the pelvic area. So it's about sexuality, it's about relationships, it's about interacting with other. First chakra, self, second chakra, other. The other person, the partner, the enemy, whatever. Okay. Now, let's say that you've taken my advice and you've gotten grounded and you're in a state of self love and self acceptance, first chakra. But then when somebody else challenges you, you start changing your tune. Have you ever seen it where you ask somebody, like, for example, um, just stupid example, do you like Chinese food? Yeah, sure. And then you get somebody around with a stronger personality, more opinionated, and they're like, I hate Chinese food. And then your friend kind of says, yeah, me too. And you're like, you just told me you like Chinese food, right? So there's a weakness in the first chakra in terms of standing for myself. And now there's a weakness in the second chakra when I deal with other people. It throws me off of my game. It throws me off of my confidence. It throws me out of my authenticity. Okay. So first we have to choose ourselves within ourselves and not reject ourselves. But now it gets put to the test in the second chakra when we deal with other people. When we deal with other people, like, it's easy to sit alone in your room in self-love, and no, I didn't mean that. Sit alone in your room in self-love, and no, I didn't mean that. Um, but it's easy to kind of be in meditation and feel the self-love, but then as soon as you get challenged, as soon as you get teased by another person, maybe you start wanting to adapt and change, right? So, this is why people are so ungrounded for one reason, because as soon as they encounter another person, they start giving up their authenticity. They start averaging their energy with the other person. Why? In order not to be rejected. So it's all about standing up for your truth and your authenticity. If you fear rejection, then that shows me that you're already rejecting yourself. If you are a patriotic American and somebody calls you an American and they reject you for it, you're probably fine with that. You're like, well, I'm not going to not be American just to hang out with you. Can't really do that. If you're French, if you're Chinese, whatever you are, you're not going to give that up because one person criticized it. You're going to say, oh, they don't like people like me. Okay, well, I won't hang out with them. But then when it comes to opening up, opening up in love, opening up in friendship, being vulnerable, we go into a weakened state where we start rejecting ourselves in a weird way to not be rejected by other people. That doesn't really work too well. So now I'll move up to the third chakra, which I wasn't planning to do, but why not? The third chakra is solar plexus, and that's your fire energy. And that's one of the solutions to this is that having the confidence to be your unique self is the key to not fearing rejection. When you say, I am this, I move and interact in this way. I am this first chakra. I move and interact and talk and express myself this way, second chakra. And third chakra, I'm proud of it. I don't doubt it. I don't throw myself under the bus. I express this uniqueness out into the world with no holding back. I'm not gauging my audience that much so that I can pander to my audience to not get rejected. So I want you to do this first. I want you to feel your feet on the ground, unless you're sitting cross-legged or something. Then you can just feel that you have feet. Feel the bottom of your feet. And I'm assuming you're sitting. Feel your butt in the chair. Feel your butt in the chair. Sorry, I feel like a sneeze coming on. Excuse me. That was not planned. Um, so feel your butt in the chair, your feet on the ground. No, my eyes got red all of a sudden. Okay. Um, and just feel the power of gravity pulling you into the earth. And let it. And feel that the earth is embracing you by the power of gravity. And just feel held by the earth. Good. Now, in whatever way that you could make a commitment to your own embodied authenticity and uniqueness, do that right now. Like you could say, I love exactly who and what I am right now. But feel it in your body with your feet on the ground and your butt in the chair, connected to the earth. Give yourself that alignment with your uniqueness. Not even so much a self-love, although that is part of it. More like self-support, more like an alliance with yourself, more like you have your own back. And feel that energy and let the energy of fear of rejection be there. So feel your fear of rejection, your avoidance of rejection, your paranoia about rejection, whatever it is, just feel it. Let it be there and feel like you are bigger than your fear of rejection. That makes sense, right? It's your fear of rejection, so it has to be smaller than you. So you're bigger. So feel this fear of rejection, this conformity instinct. Feel that you love it, that you are not rejecting your fear of rejection, that you're loving your fear of rejection, that you're supporting your fear of rejection, that you're kind of like, when you see these nature documentaries, or if you have animals, you see the little puppy crawling all over the mother's face or the kitten or whatever. And the mom is just sitting there letting it happen, not getting mad, just letting it happen. So I want you to feel like your fear of rejection is like that little puppy or kitten. And you're letting it do what it wants to do. You're letting it crawl all over you. You're just allowing it. But you're bigger than it. And so you love it as like a cute little puppy, kitty. You let it be there. You don't try to get rid of it. And this is a key thing of all of these emotions. When you love a so-called negative emotion, it heals. And when you reject a so-called negative emotion, it doubles down and resists healing. That's not what we want. So, right now, if you want to join me in this, I'm going to do a little meditation for this whole rejection issue. And the intention is I'm going to be doing some energy healing for you, me, and everybody that ever listens to this in the future. The thing is with energy healing, the energy, in a weird way, can go anywhere in time and space. And you could watch this 5 years from now, and that energy will be there for you. Because in these spiritual realms, there is no time and space. There's only here and now. So whatever. Not about getting all philosophical. So let's just do a little healing meditation around this. And what I want you to imagine in this healing meditation, I might talk throughout it and I might not. Knowing me, I probably will. Is that I want you to just feel that you are loving your fear of rejection, your fear of rejection, and your feeling of being rejected. Okay. I promise in the long run, when you love this stuff, you're not going to get more of it. You're going to resolve the issue. In the short run, you might test yourself by getting more. Okay. I'm not saying it's going to go away instantly. But the fact is, to the degree that you love these negative emotions, fear, fear of rejection, fear of whatever, anxiety, all of that stuff, Those emotions are seeking your love. And when you keep rejecting them, they keep coming back. When you start loving them, they heal and they have no need to return. So it won't be the most interesting viewing watching me with my eyes closed, but here goes. So feel your butt in the chair, your feet on the ground, feel yourself embodied in your body, and feel that you are loving your rejection, and feel the energy that comes through. See what you can sense. And if you do, leave a comment about it. Tell me how it felt. And if you don't worry about it. And sorry for the noise in the background. You'll probably hear it a lot more now when I'm being quiet. Okay. Hmm. That was pretty deep for me. Yeah, kitty. Feeling it? So, anyway, to recap a little bit, it's all about you not rejecting your own authenticity and your own way of that being and expressing that authenticity out into the world. That's what this whole rejection issue is about. As you fall in love with your own authenticity, you come into a certain alignment that allows you to be kind of bulletproof when it comes to this whole rejection issue. So I think the next live stream, and I'll do, it's going to be all about self love and taking self love to a whole different level. Taking the self love to that level of bulletproof self confidence. So, anyway, I know most of you will not be watching this live, but just remember the energy that I was running during the meditation part, it will work whenever you watch the video. So no worries about that. And if you do leave me any comments later on, I will go back periodically and check for them and respond to them or incorporate them into future videos. So thanks so much for being here. Until next time. And I think I might make it a normal Friday thing. So thank you very much. Bye bye.